So white immediately jumped out at me, and I'm ecstatic to have this. Green's amazing. Blue's good. Red's great too. Good or bad? There it is. Certainly not. You have to watch your resources when you're playing white-red. It can be a little bit difficult. You can run out of gas or steam, whatever you're going to say. If you do in fact run out of juice, you can just be in trouble. You're top decking, trying to find burn, something like that. Most of the cards, classically, and M14 being not really much of a difference, are just 1-for-1s and stuff. So you can, for example, like this, get resource dominated, where you're trading a card for a card, but because you're not playing their color advantage or card advantage colors, you can get in trouble if you just don't pay attention and race them properly or whatnot. It sucks. It's funny because it's a human. I'll make him sacrifice this and he'll get a token. It's so good. I love this. Necromancer, so good. And the Corpse Hauler, excuse me. Both good. Oh, I imagine he's double queuing. Or masturbating. Hardly even worth me using Celestial Flare, I think. Actually, come to think that I was going to, but I'm not going to. I'll just play this priest and then that might be better. And I can do it. I'd have him get a card out of it, or a token. Ay, ay, ay. I should have maybe pacified that, actually. I suppose I still can. Not the best thing to pacify, though. Because if he has any sack out, he gets it back, of course. Maybe I could just finish it off right now. Might not be terrible. Of course, if I put pacifism on, I could play the sliver too. Pardon me. Let's see. Seems terrible. That's Minecraft, by the way, making lovely sounds. He gets it back. Oh no. Hey, thing's pretty big. Pardon me? Huh. Such a waste. Wait, what am I doing? I'm not even gonna do that. Because he will sack it, right? I thought he would block on the sentinel, or I assumed he was going to. He's gonna have to fortify. It's kind of cool though, because he sort of got a block. At least one of them. I'll take 4 maybe. Wonderful. That is even better. I just want to attack with this guy. Huh. Let's see. If I attack the priest, he bugs in the angel and gets his necromancer back. Guess I'll hold back. Holy crap. Fair enough. Maybe haste was more relevant actually, come to think of it. It doesn't have anything on the ground, so I should have kept the haste guy, I think. Not positive, but I think so. Where do I save this? Ugh. Seems so bad. I think I've done something incorrectly. It feels like it. Got attacked with a priest or something, I don't know. Like, I should have played defensively or whatever. Not giving my hand away by attacking and not block with the angel, you know, like this thing in conjunction with this would have been good, I was thinking. That's a good rip. I'm so excited to play it. I trust him. I'm gonna forgo playing it, I think. If I can trade with that, maybe. Because I think I'll be able to get away with 2 damage, maybe. Oh, or I'll have to use it. Kind of a shame now, because I could get, yeah. I'll need to sort of. That's alright. Like, I don't know why it's alright. Do I even play it? I don't know. I think I can win. Oh my god, madness. I'm such an idiot. Golden rule broken. When I did it too, I was like, oh. Sort of like, I was like, ah, it's not professional. Sure enough. Do as I say, not as I do. Let's say that once again. Okay. Loading. Or not. What? I'm gonna keep it. I was gonna throw it away, but it's looking better all the time. I like Minecraft so much. I wanna keep it on in the background apparently. That is nice. Technically, maybe should have waited. See if he has that thing, the ring flesh, and then if he does, then don't use it. So definitely bad of me. But I was gonna attack anyways. I don't know though. Sloppy. What if I attack? I almost want to. I don't know, it seems weird, but I'm trying to take advantage of some kind of situation. Like that, right there. I don't know why I wanted to make that trade, but I guess this thing is sort of scary. Maybe keep it in hand. It's good to see he's probably as sloppy as I am. Yeah, oops, maybe actually attack. I don't have to use the flare though. It's supposed to be this. If he blocks on this, I do want to kill that. I don't know, I'll just play it. And then when he blocks with it, kill it. I suppose. Hope to. If this thing can survive. So, they're just enemies spawn. Two lovely angels. That's lucky. Oh, that's right. Now I can't pause it. Suppose I have to. I'm so glad I got this, of course. That's like my entry feedback, basically. Must have seen me go for the pause button. I'm scared. I don't think I stand a good chance, to be honest, for some reason. This deck's pretty good. Like Sarah Angel's always solid. Corpse Hauler and the Necromancer or whatever. I'm saying whatever because I think that's what he's called. I forget. I was trying to name a white spell that deals damage to each attacker. I think Rate of Blades is what it's called. I don't know. Oh God. Guess I'll take it. That's a little bit iffy. Excuse me. Okay, let's think here. Ring Flash. Right. 4 to 5, of course. Show of Valor. Finishing my Angel off with a Corrupt. Straight up bluff. I have to block it, I think. The Angel's not getting anywhere in the attacking right away, so it serves best as a blocker. At 11, I can't just throw around life. I have to block. I've seen the Ring Flash. Uh, what are you gonna do though? Maybe block the charging different. I don't know. But either way, I think you pretty much had to block something. Oh, that's too bad. Hmm. Let's see. Who do I ding? That, I guess. Possibly. Nice. Okay. Let me look at this guy here. It's pretty cool. That's such a classic question. I love it. It's like a sci-fi thing or whatever. Maybe not a question, but a theme. They look like us. We have to kill them, but they look like us. Man, he's got the combo going now. I am in trouble. Oh, wait, that didn't help. Never mind. Okay, that guy. I don't think I stand much chance. I mean, we'll see, but I'm not holding out much hope. Oh my god. Do I get in for 3 and attack with that? I wonder. And lose a guy, I mean. Like that. I think so. Maybe even the Pyromancer, because it won't have to die if he wants to gain any life. So maybe that. And maybe even the Elemental as well. I mean, you know, it's pretty specific math and, you know, very finite number of cards that he could have, so I don't know, I think I'm being overly cautious this way. Of course, if he plays like a, you know, +3/+1 enchantment or something, then I feel lucky, but I think I probably should have even attacked with that. I think. Once again, same principle, I suppose I will attack with it. Lucky. No. No. Wonderful hand. As if I had to say it. I've got no removal though, so it's sort of always a factor. Important. There you go, I can face bigger creatures even quicker than mine. These might not necessarily efficient. Good, but a little bit one-sided. All offense really. And not good at not good game against very efficient green-based, for example. Things like this. This nice aggression, but it can be a little bit. I don't know why I'm playing this versus this, but can be a little bit bad. I mean, you're racing straight up with, you know, red like this, red aggression, and white evasion like this. You know, so you're sort of relying on being efficient on the board, getting in there getting in there a little bit, getting some damage in there, and then making decent trades. But when you end up trying to essentially race green and you run into their creatures and stuff, the combat situations aren't good, so it's really difficult. It's a classic then race, like this color matchup, for example. It can be about resource fighting or just straight up creature dominance. Ay, ay, ay. I'm playing this guy over the Charging Griffin. I'm getting in there, of course, but I don't know. I'm not positive. Because the Griffin will attack for 3 next turn, right? Versus the quick 2 damage. Not to mention the Charging Griffin would block all 3 of those flyers. Mamacita. You could possibly argue to draw removal, draw the pacifism or something with the Charging Griffin, considering it does block those creatures. Yeah, this guy had a nice start. I mean, like, cool little sliver thing going on there quickly, and nice ramp and fix and everything, but and I'm sure he could win many times and would, but it's funny, it's an example of how all this stuff is amazing, but then you have to have just the right amount of bombs basically to play, and the reason to have all this ramp and fix, right? Like, if you're just sort of playing it for no reason, I mean, you're just fixing sort of crappy cards into playing just mediocre stuff, then that's not as good as, of course, the theory that you're playing 3 colors or sort of a little bit more optimistic color base solely to support higher power level of cards. So you would assume that somebody's going to have some nice fancy things, but that's the problem, you have to rip it or whatever. It's obvious, but it's a classic thing, like overall deck consistency of like 2 colors, for example, versus albeit perhaps a few powerful cards in 3 colors or more, but having to see those. Yay. So many counters, it's wonderful. Oh, you know, I'm not going to play that Griffin. I'll just be stupid. Great pool, though, really. I mean, look at this. You know, this whole pool, a little bit clunky on the 3s, but I mean, green was a viable option, so is blue. Should be, of course, playing that. I mean, come on. I think I can keep it. I'm, of course, sort of betting on or hoping that I'll get a mountain soon, but I know you can't get one always, and you can go the rest of the game without seeing one. But I'm expecting a land, basically, and then being able to play at least 2 creatures, so sort of that buying me a little bit more time even. And then just basically going on the theory, just my general, you know, obvious magic theory that, or obvious to many anyways, that you don't want to mulligan. basically it's the worst thing you can do, and avoid it at all costs. So, very roughly, I'm going to say it, but very roughly, if your hand's doable at all, more often than not, you should keep it. You've got a few things to draw, you've got some removal, you know, it's not incredibly optimistic. It can do some things, then you probably have to keep it. Maybe this thing? Maybe. Looks like I'm in trouble this game. Not looking good. Nice. Holy fuck. Oh my god, beautiful. Respect. Not quite what I needed. I'm just gonna play it to see what else he's got if he shows me more. And in case I do happen to win, there's a small chance I can win. Okay. Hope that doesn't happen again. Although I will deal with it if it does. I have faced bigger challenges. That's better than last hand, which I maybe should have mulled, but I do not regret. I don't think I necessarily should have. Well, it's all about what I can rip in the next turn or two. Turn, hopefully. I mean, if I can get something, I'll be happy. Meaning a non-land. Oh yeah, mighty beast. I don't think I can attack with it. I maybe can. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. I'll take out this, which isn't great. I would almost rather just have a little token making guy. I mean, if he takes 4, that would be amazing. But I assume he's going to block this sliver, and I don't know if I want to make that trade. Just because of the battle driver, Pyromancer. Goodness. Ouch. No, I think I want to shock something right now. But which creature? Not the Baloth. We'll eliminate that. Could wait, of course. There's many reasons to say that. But there are many reasons to say I should knock one off right now, I believe. And I think that's the school of thought I'm gonna prescribe to. So, Mystic or Predatory Sliver, which has to die. That Mystic makes some mana, which is such a big deal. But the Sliver, of course, trades with these guys, which is a huge deal as well. And it pumps everybody. I don't know. Well, it's sort of good now in that that seemingly almost dead rip is will be good with some of my nice white creatures, my bombs, basically. Ouch. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Well, I hope I get a fortify. I guess. I'm supposed to try and trade with these, or like, you know, yeah, make some exchanges and lose a bunch of creatures. And have 0 hope. I guess I've got planar cleansing to think about. Let me do some math. Right, so it's 12 with 3 of my guys and a 4-5. So I guess basically all I have to do is block that out. Hope for the best. I think that's my play. I could have actually probably played this, gotten a token or something. I don't know. Okay. I guess there's only so many ways I can block this. Maybe that's completely wrong. I should know, I should take my time more. Seems possibly not the worst. And I don't know how I won that. Once again, a decent hand. Certainly all I could ever ask for. I suppose I'll play the sliver for discarding something I don't really want to. Cool. I like it. I sort of don't mind trading with the Phoenix. Aye, that card can be devastating. Maybe I in fact discard the Blur Sliver. It's a wild guess. Yes, perhaps I do. Perhaps I don't even attack. Could be the worst thing ever. It's like discarding the only thing I can play it, but might just be the right move. I almost don't want to play my Battle Driver in the hopes of playing the Cleansing. A couple nice reps. However, I don't feel like taking 3 damage for consecutive turns, if possible. I'll make that. Much as I want this guy out, I mean, you know, it's awesome if I can just attack for whatever, 6 to 8 in the air. 6 with my second angel. But once again, taking 3 every turn is not ideal. Perhaps. Nice. Need some of those planes soon. And I don't even want to play the angel. I probably should though. might never see that third plains. Plus, I'm not in bad position, so I can't necessarily say that I need to just kill everything. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh. Now how to do this? I wonder if I just use the Celestial Flare or play the Priest. I know I'm going to use the Flare. The Priest would kind of suck to use in a way, and that once I cast the Cleansing, if I have to, then he'd get Guy back, and I'd rather just wait as well. Because this will just specifically make him use that, or sack this thing, so it's sort of nice to be able to target with this Celestial Flare. Right, I forgot about that. Thank God, could have gotten ugly. And it's nice to see his hand. Looking good. Ay, 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 man, that's all I needed right there. That was gold, as far as I'm concerned. Might as well even use this now, just in case. I think maybe a little bit not needed, but I could have just held back, in fact. Excuse me, good God. Terribly rude of me. I should probably go for the win. I think just short of like a fog or something, I'm alright. Was possibly a little bit risky though. Not top tier play. Sloppy, just quickly thinking back. Typical me though, I suppose. A little bit of room for improvement still, right? Conceding when I have planar cleansing. I don't remember if I had 3 planes, but just stupid to scoop like that. Until you draw that last card at least. Such a pretty city. looking up. The Pyromancer is nice to see. Could play this maybe. Oh, it's a little flooded. How much damage can I do? Excuse me. This doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm waiting. Or it does. I guess he still kills a bunch of things, but sort of had to do it. Oh, it's too much fun. Looks like I get to keep one of those guys he blocked. And then he still got a top deck and stuff, so it's looking good. Getting lucky with my decent deck here. And certainly getting lucky. I mean, I, ripped like exactly what I wanted, what I needed. He didn't really rip much. A little flooded, like I said, I think. funny if you made a bunch of wolves. Nice. Oh, once again, interesting hand. Certainly good enough, I think. I've got enough to go on. I've got removal, I've got, I don't know, it's good. I seriously can't complain. That's like a hand that you've got to keep. For that reason alone, for one thing, your opponent could just easily do that. Mulligan, have a 0 land hand or whatever. Like, they have a hand where they can't play at all. This way you've got a chance to play. If you've got an opportunity, you know, if it sort of allows you a really realistically good chance at a good game, then you got to keep it, and then you got to think about everything. If it's got early game, if you can sort of, you know, deal with the early game. If you got late game, if you got something to look forward to or whatever, maybe not necessarily late game, but I mean early, mid, whatever. If you've got, you know, a reason to keep your hand, like good cards or whatever, with removal, buying you time or whatever, just like this. Try not to waste my shock, even though I wanted to use it right there. For some reason, I want to use that Celestial Flare. For one thing, I can get an enchantment out of that or whatever, 2 for 1. I don't know, I think I don't mind it. And you want to generally, if possible, save the burn for killing a player, if you can help it, I would say. Should not have pressed F6. I don't know what's one white, I guess this will do a hotcat, might want to kill. And ripping like a champ, getting lucky. Not sure what I want to play. Probably just do that. Just the pacifism in this thing to sort of worry about. More the pacifism, but you know, it's good to cast it while he's tapped out. Make sure it resolves, but at the same time you do want to sometimes, you know, talk about drawing out the removal. It's not removal necessarily, but it's pacifism or something. Or the blue tap enchantment, I forget. Anyways, I'm drawing out those by playing Angel maybe, but I don't mind doing this. I've got so many resources that I don't necessarily have to ensure that the safe play is made or whatever. I can play generally optimistic and regular strategy, sort of. Oh, that's nice. I hope he's got the +2/+4. That's something else. Yeah, such a bomb, of course. trick, fortify, or another show. Let me write down this guy's name. Wow, that's nice. I should have maybe made sure that my Sarah Angel resolved first. But I might even just play the Banisher Priest back on the thing of it. You know what, whatever. Got so much going on, doesn't matter if he pacifies somebody or does something or whatever. Like even if he time ebbs the Sarah Angel or whatever. It's not like a big deal. I mean, it's a card and whatever. It's sort of bad to give him the card, but you know, it's like, I don't know. Now I can just do whatever. It's just sort of a, doesn't matter what happens kind of thing, you know. Like you just have to play the game or whatever. That's what often comes down to. I know that's simple to say, but that's like calculate the worst case, but just, you know, you can only calculate so many times before you just have to make the simple call, whatever it may be. Or complicated call, but I mean, I would say it's just simple in that it's one thing, right? It's like, there's whatever, let's say 10 options, there's one answer always. Come up with one, whether it's good or not, doesn't matter. Try to come up with the right answer. There is only one, don't make it too complicated. That's the thing, magic can be daunting. You know, it's like you can't get too fussed up in the details. I'm not a rules guy, and that's sort of a problem. You don't know the finer details of the rules, but at the same time, if you just know the basics, you can work forward slowly, you know, just sort of naturally, essentially. So I look at it, figuring it out. It's a really fun, organic way to work. Just not worrying about it, really. Just at your optimistic leisure, you know, knowing that it only gets better. You can only learn more. Here I am, like, maybe gonna win 4 rounds, talking like I'm a motivational speaker who mumbles, right? But no, I'm just saying it's like, you know, you can get caught up in the details of many things. Magic is certainly one of those. It's like, just let it happen. Don't even think about it. Play the game with a good mentality. Things will probably work out. That's too simple, but pessimism doesn't really get you anywhere. That's my point, I suppose. Let's check this guy's info. Ooh, he's just a wolf. Yeah, I really got a good pool this time. That's sure as hell a big deal. card. That was too lucky. I don't deserve those kind of rips. Oh my god. I think I want to do it. I think I don't have any more reason to hold that this land. Suppose it would have to be this thing. Well, you saw how lucky it was that whole time. It works out though. 3 QPs and 11 packs from the 6 packs and 2 ticks or whatever, I guess. Plus the cards, so can't complain. I'm happy, of course. And I thank you as always. See ya.